Brilliance Audio presents The Winemaker's Daughter by Timothy Egan. Performed by Cassandra Campbell. Riding a memory, hot air floats up from the river and slides through an open door, finding Brunella Cartolano with her eyes closed. She takes a deep breath, feels lighter. 8 months of limited play and fitful sleep have passed under a cloud cover on the other side of the mountains. And now this, the air tickling the insides of her legs, a thermal tease. She orders black coffee and ice in a cup from the roadside caffeine hut and kicks off her shoes. She feels liquid. Let's go sit on the rock. Are there rattlesnakes? Yes, but they usually warn you. Follow me, Ethan. I'll show you something. What if I see one? You'll feel alive. And how long will that last? As long as you dare. Crossing the Cascade Range, Brunella and Ethan Winthrop have stopped just east of the pass, an hour from the Cartolano family home, in a canyon lit by slices of sunlight. Though she lives in Seattle, barely 200 miles from her father's coulee, Brunella has not seen a summer in the land of her birth for 3 years. She is the middle child, the only girl. As they left thickets of salal and salmonberry and the mist of the maritime pelt of the Cascades behind, she felt the tug of home. She was a different person. She could feel the change coming on, mile by mile, whenever she crossed the divide from the wet west side of the Cascades to the desert east. "I've never seen the river this low," she says. As she leads Ethan around a boulder, he stumbles a bit, the hesitant walk of an indoor man. "But look, see where it turns there? That's where we used to go tubing. They say it's class 3. A few bumps, but it won't kill you. Not this year. Water's too flat." "I'm hot." "It's dry heat. Don't you love it?" "I hate the sun. Why live in the meteorological equivalent of a smiley face?" "You're such a stiff, Ethan." Here the big summits have given up their snow and the meadows are aflame with Indian paintbrush and columbine, brushed back by the thermal. She presses her feet into the sand and spells out Nella with her big toe. 2 days removed from ice holds in the highest reaches of the mountains, the water slides over stones and pools up just downstream. Brunella takes off her top and wiggles out of her shorts. "Hold this." She hands him her clothes. Ethan glances back at the road, frowning. "And you can look if you want." "I'd rather not." "Now listen." She cups her hand to her ear, near the froth of a small channel of white water. Zeet, zeet. "You hear that?" He shakes his head. "Dippers. These dinky birds that live in the shade of mountain streams and love white water." She plunges into a deep pool just below the riffles, and when she is fully submerged, opens her eyes. The rocks are a polished blur, the river grass sashaying. Brunella lets herself go limp in the arms of the current, riding the water downstream until she is out of sight and her laughter bounces against the canyon walls. They drive through a faux Bavarian village, the hotels, restaurants, and supermarket framed in costumes of Alpine Tudor. At the town's lone stoplight, she looks away at the crowded balconies of the town structures and wonders if they would hold up if this part of the Cascades went into a shudder. It is the kind of trance she has fallen into of late, staring at brick warehouses or the stilts of the bridges that stitch one hill to another, and thinking, tectonic thrust. Ocean plates pushing up against continental ones, shaking off the urban attachments like fleas on a dog. She pulls into the liquor store, buys scotch, gin, and a squat bottle of gold tequila for the party. "Is this going to be enough?" "You know I don't drink." She gives him a straight-on look, one eyebrow arched. But you've seen people do it. Her black hair is still damp from the swim, face primed for a laugh. It's never enough, from what I can tell. Get another bottle. Get another half-dozen for all I care. I'll pay. Your millions are worth nothing on this side of the mountains, Ethan. Close your wallet and open your senses. Then how will I sleep? Ethan has narrow fingers and hair as thin as spider webbing. He seems afraid to be out of the city, troubled by his sudden dependence on Brunella in unknown territory. In the city, he is master. Without him, Brunella would never have made her name. She had been working nearly a year, for him, on their latest project when he told her he wanted to see the West. Not Arizona or Texas, but the big brown land on the other side of the Cascade Curtain. It surprised her. Ethan Winthrop, the great indoorsman? She promised to show him salmon in the desert, Indians at a rodeo, and sunrise over the North Cascades.